Everybody, welcome to the first game of the Summer League of the BXFL.
Well spoken.
We're now here for the national anthem, sung by Vivian.
Big fall.
The flag's over there.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
She's good.
Play ball!
Every game? No, I think it's on the first time. Good job, Vivian. So when are we starting the live? Like, this time. Liam, also the jerseys are in a box over there if you want to sort through yours, or we can get it later.
I'll grab it later.
Yeah,
when I'm off work.
Liam, it's like underneath the chain.
Not you.
Yeah, underneath it.
Second cool Liam, bro. I think I'm the coolest. I'm actually not a Liam.
Are you
so-
Jewish?
No.
So then you're not the coolest, bro.
Jew equals cool.
Yeah, just ask the
All
FCA.
right. Today, the first game
Wise
in
boy.
the
Jesus, Liam.
Is he still
in the
coolest?
red, we have the South Beach Hunters.
Dude, is this thing on? Like, are we live?
Today, they will be taking on
Are
the
they on?
team in the white,
Peter,
the
let me know when I
Seahawks
should go get
Pioneers.
Oh, wow.
I don't know.
You can start talking. I think we were on for a while.
Oh shoot, I got it.
On the scoreboard.
All right, well, folks, we have a kickoff.
Kickoff
Onside
onside.
kick.
Oh,
It's
Recovered
recovered by the Hunters
by the
at around the
Hunters.
43
The Hunters.
or 37.
So
40's midfield.
Do I run the clock now?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You should start at once it was touched. The clock starts.
Alright.
Just start it.
Well,
Yeah,
folks,
football.
we have kickoff. I'd like to thank the hundreds of fans here today and the millions watching at home. Extreme turnout.
Thousands packed in today to watch week 1 of the VXFL. This is really.
We'd like everyone to social distance, even though they already are, because our fans are smart.
We love to see the masks out in full force today too. You know, we still are in a pandemic.
And that's what people don't realize. You know, football is fun, but health is better. This is pre-recorded, so you guys are probably watching this tomorrow. But I'd like to thank so many people
To make
who
this
are here
happen.
today.
It's the
You know?
first snap of the VXFL season.
This is
about
it.
to be
This
with
is it.
that
We got
Cam
Austin
player.
rushing. He is.
Don't ever a quarterback.
And he's down. He's
By
sacked.
Owen Casey.
Owen Casey
down,
with
Hunter.
the sack.
I just like to talk about just the collapsing pocket, because that.
Right now?
No, this will be posted.
With number 2, Dylan Averill at quarterback for the Hunters. Gets sacked by Owen Casey on the first play of the
That was
season.
just electrifying defense. It looked like he had borderline no time in the pocket.
Looked like the offensive line just collapsed right from the start there.
It's going to be interesting to see if they continue to rush to the entire game. But
That'll
let's
really-
just say on the first play it did work out.
It'll open up the middle of the field though if they're taking advantage of that.
Yeah.
So
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out.
Number 4, John De La Torres is at center. Let's see if he can improve on the next play of the game.
Dylan does look composed in the pocket. However, you know, we have Brock here on the outside covering Omar, who could be their best guy. Clip is a little confused. He doesn't know what's going on, but let's see if that changes.
We
throughout
see
the
number 1 overall pick though for the Pioneers at the safety position, playing both defense and offense this season. Looks like.
You know, QBs I feel like have an extra level of safety.
And there's a throw. Oh, and Clip drops it.
Clip dropped it.
The first round talent dropped first play of the year. So
That was an interesting first round pick, especially now that he's 0 for 1 and cannot catch up.
yeah, normally you expect your first round picks to be halfway decent at the sport. Yep. But it's something that you don't see every day.
Hey, what if we don't even broadcast the game? We just broadcast us? Because I want to say we were on fire to start off the
Yeah.
game.
And you see the Hunters are looking like a slow tempo. Want to make sure they know what they're doing. As
The
we're in-
Hunters are the opposite of us in the booth right now. We are just electric, bringing that energy to every
And
play.
they don't
and
know
the
they do.
Hunters,
as we have
aren't.
a 3rd and 24 now.
Oh, one hand catch. Who is this guy?
Throw
It's got
to
William Dougal.
Dougal.
5 yards.
5-yard play. They'll have about 4th and 20 and
This
a
will
half.
bring up a long 4th down conversion. Let's see what they can do here. I'm excited.
See what Averill can do.
Oh,
in the backfield.
my father's going. Hey, Dad. Hey, I'm in the booth right now.
4th
But,
and around 20 now on the first possession of the season for the Hunters. Huddling up.
yeah, I'm here right now.
See what Omar and co draws up for
Gains
this
at noon.
long 4th down.
All right, love you.
Austin's defense with the Pioneers is looking steady through one drive.
It's off right now.
Am I off? Has nothing been recorded?
Oh, Dylan.
Gets
Oh,
the
Dylan
ball off.
wafting up one to Omar.
Caught by Omar Cabrera. First down, Hunters.
There we go, Omar. There we go.
Hey, are they on or off? They're on.
So, can you hear us?
I am right now, yeah.
Okay.
So we've been
So
on the
if
whole time.
I
First and
need
goal, Hunters.
the only way to like kind of if I want to say something like Will personally, do I just hold this? Will that kind of?
No, you're on. So the only way you're going to do that
Hot
is you
mic.
shut off your power.
All right.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Matt, Will.
Sorry, folks watching at home. That was just a little mishap in the booth.
Week 1, it happens to all of us. Happens to the best of us.
You know, we're just
That was a big
we're
con-
working out the kinks like everything.
We just got on. So you guys just got live just then. So we were
You're live now?
We're like,
not live, but
oh, we're
So
pre-recording.
we're going
Okay.
now.
so you're recording now.
Okay.
That was a big 4th down conversion. for Hunters.
first.
Oh no, you're fine.
Come on.
As Omar runs it up the middle.
Run.
Looks like he
Touchdown, Hunters.
touchdown for Omar Guevara, first drive of the game.
Brock Thomas looks
Defeated.
stunned. He couldn't grab him there.
Flag on the play. Eagle formation.
Also, a touchdown will be
On
called
the offense.
back. Illegal formation for the Hunters.
Formation. Hey, let's watch language over there, Hunters. This
For
is-
everyone watching at home, the FCA is here and in full force. So
So-
please,
we would like to shout out the FCA for coming today. You know, this is just a
they're doing
family-friendly
a lot for the
environment.
league. They're really good guys.
I'd
Really
like to
all
shout
around.
out Mr. Pohl, our U.S. history teacher, who
He
just
said he was going to be here in full
he
force.
didn't show up
First
today.
down.
but he's
But-
not here.
It's okay.
But I was going to go first down again.
Hunters at the 10-yard line.
The Hunters, I would
1
say,
yard line.
I think
Hunters
that's
at the-
just lack of game planning from Austin.
Hunters at the 20.
Because
first
Dylan
down.
put a terrible ball in there that Omar hauled in.
That was a nice catch. But I would give Omar some credit.
I'll give
there.
Omar a
Out
lot of
some two
credit
guys.
because Dylan,
But
that didn't look like a good pass.
yes, but
It
the
looked like
the
a
angle
duck.
taken by the defensive player is just not good.
It looks like
Averill throws up to
Averill
Omar.
next with Omar Cabrera.
Nice
up the middle for
completion
I
for
feel
around
like
5
I feel like the best defensive strategy right now would just
Second
be to
down.
shut down Omar.
Hunters at the 15.
Because besides Omar, no one else has a catch.
I think you look at this team, the only one for target is Andrew.
Does anyone else have a
Clipstein,
catch,
and he's
Peter?
shown
Oh, that's
Dougal
right.
does have a
Will
catch.
does have a catch.
William Dougal. But he's on the sideline right now, so Omar's the only one with a catch on the field.
Correct. That's what I was looking for. Thank you. More fans just piling in, you know.
Thousands and
Great,
thousands.
great kind of little atmosphere here. We got people in their Jeeps and their trunk. You know, you love to see it.
I think we might run out of space on the field because
It's a good thing parking is wide open, or else we would be in trouble.
it takes a snap right
That-
there.
that just
throws
doesn't
it
look
up,
like a
back
good
shoulder
ball.
pass to the end zone.
The next
Did he get
flip
a
with a
touchdown
touchdown.
to Andrew Clipstein. Now that's a first round catch right there. So
That was a great ball, great catch. Love to see it.
it's first touchdown of the year will make it 6-0 Hunters.
I'd like to say I was one of the only guys
First time
who
with the
picked
first touchdown
Austin to
reception
lose
of the
in the
season
field side chat.
for
So
the
I'd
Hunters.
love to see this guy take a loss
They're
early.
going for 1 point.
As an unbiased commentator.
The extra
As an unbiased
I will-
commentator, I just predicted them beginning of the
Place
week.
on
As
the
an
5-yard
unbiased
line.
commentator, I will say that Austin is probably the cockiest player on the field.
Yes,
So-
and very well could be not the best talent on the field. So you just wonder how that adds up. you
It's
know?
really like a
The
big
egos-
mouth, little athleticism.
The
really
e-
just be
yeah,
playing,
yeah.
just be playing.
The egos really clash here on the.
It looks like they're going for one from the 5-yard
the
line for the
Seacon
extra
Pioneers.
point. You want to explain extra points for everyone at
So
home?
for those wondering at home, there is the one point extra point, and that's what from the 5-yard
From
line.
the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. Okay. If they convert, they sorry, some chitter chatter over from the players. So if they score from the 5-yard line, it's one.
Steps back.
Will be incomplete. Great
They
play,
also
great
step back.
defense.
Is it the
6-0
15 or the
Hunters.
10?
From the 15 for
From the
2
15
points.
for 2. So that's a big jump.
But we saw great defensive play there to prevent the 1 point from Brock Thomas. It'll stay 6-0.
So
Hunters.
interesting play here. We did see the kickoff being onside for those watching at home.
Yeah, it's stopped.
So let's see if they decide to bring that same athleticism and energy from the South Beach.
So now we'll see the Hunters' first kickoff of the year.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to get Hunters and Hammers confused a lot.
I'm going to get Hunters and Hustlers confused a lot.
There's a lot of H's.
That's why Giraffes
Well,
really
well,
sticks out.
And the Dimes, returning for the second year.
That will
I
help
love that.
everyone.
I love that name. Just
But-
the Detroit Dimes. Their QB throws a lot of dimes. He's a great guy, known personally.
Who do we have at kicker for the Hunters? Number 13, Cam Burns looks like he'll be kicking. Will they do onside, kick it deep, first kick of the season?
I'm interested.
Always something to look forward to.
I'm interested to see who's kicking for the Dimes today because I spoke to their coach and he doesn't know either.
Really?
So this will be an interesting one.
As for the Giraffes, because we did a kicking battle. They're just so elite
Really,
that I heard that their coach couldn't figure it out. But
I mean, their coach can kick the ball pretty good too, from what I've heard.
I've
what
heard their
seen
coach
last
is a
year.
special teams player of the year and they're not this season. But says Cam Burns lines up to kick it deep. Who is deep? Dylan Goldfarb back deep for the
For
Pioneers.
the Hunters,
Nice
Cameron
kick.
Burns.
That'll be a touchback.
Touchback.
And the Pioneers will take over from the Pioneers will take over from the 25-yard line.
I believe so. It's
I
25.
believe it's the 25. We're all learning here.
This is just.
It's actually the 20.
It is the
It's
20.
the 20. So the Pioneers will take over from the 20. We're going to see first round pick Trevor O'Brien. First
Pioneers from
overall
the 20.
pick Trevor O'Brien. Take his first snap of the season here. So that's something everyone's excited to see, looking forward to. Austin Kupfer at center. You got Brock out wide. Kyle Fahey, a new addition to the team.
O'Brien.
At receiver.
OB is
OB
rushing.
is a run.
Around.
Escapes.
Stop for a
gets
gain
sacked
of
after
5 yards.
A nice run. That looked like he was going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Made 5 yards out of it. So nice run for the first overall pick, Trevor O'Brien. The Hunters defense is a lot of communication, a lot of talking out there. Jackson doing a lot of talking in the booth as well.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just reaching out to a couple of my teammates because we get a guy drop out today, so Dimes potentially could be shorthanded, which is a big advantage.
Lining up, you have Owen Casey at kind of a fullback position. You think all those TikTok moves has helped out his hands.
Oh,
That's a
O'Brien.
big throw.
it might.
Out of bounds.
That's
It looks
incomplete,
like
intended for
it
Brock
looked
Thomas.
like he got touched almost. Before
Not
the throw.
called, but
It
well,
was
Third down.
Third
I'm
and
not gonna say it. It was a close call. I would hate to be a ref today.
I would hate to. The fans are really letting the refs have it today. So I would hate to be out there. I'd hate to be in the stripes today. But Owen Casey, it really did look like the TikTok moves have got his hands up, moving around a little. But as we got the first loud play call from the Hunters this season, with Peter DeLuke at the safety position. We got around a 3rd and 16 for the Pioneers here. Austin's been bragging about his offense, so let's see how it does.
It's just a
Good throw to
ball.
Brock.
Brock Thomas.
Omar breaks down, makes
Gain
a
of,
tackle. We'll be on 4th down
11
for the
yards.
Pioneers.
it's not a first down, so they still got
That's what I said.
some room to work with, which will be an
Fourth down.
interesting one. You know, we've seen fourth downs at both teams, so let's see what happens with
Converted,
this
a
one.
longer one converted for the Hunters. We'll see where the Pioneers draw up here. You know, Austin's one of the better coaches in the league for a reason. I'd argue he's a top 8 coach in the league. So, let's see.
I don't know. I mean, there's a solid 8 guys. I don't know if I could put him at 8, even though we only have 8 coaches. But I know OB's done a lot of coaching for that team as well.
I put Kyle Fahey up there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's-
know. He's one of the guys that's really... I mean, I've heard Austin, all he does is go to practice and eat Cheetos on the sideline. So, OB steps back, makes...
Back
And
to
there's
Green,
Austin
Austin
for the first down.
11-yard gain,
That's a
first down,
coach right
Pioneers.
It's not live, I don't think.
This isn't live, no.
No, it is.
It's not working.
No, I don't think it's like,
Here, you know if this thing...
As the first down is converted by Pioneers on a nice throw over the middle to
it's
Coach Kupfer.
taping, but I don't know if it's recording.
What do you think about that?
Let's get a
fourth down
time
draw
check.
as well?
Peter, how much time do you have left?
Oh,
2:30. Yeah. So
2 minutes, 32 seconds in the first quarter of the Summer League VXFL, folks.
Still 6-0 Hunters for the Pioneers offensive. So do you have Ben Fadiomi out on the outside?
You know, Ben fell, and Austin was saying he might have been the steal of the draft, but I haven't seen much talent from him in any of the scrimmages, so I don't know if I can.
Oh, yeah, just let me know when you...
Athletic guy.
I don't know if I can personally say
That looks like a false
Flag
start
on the
by
play,
Owen
false
TikTok
start.
Casey.
that looks like a false start.
Looks
by
like it'll be
Owen.
a false start by number 69, Owen Casey. We have
Whoa,
our
we have
first
some
argument.
confrontation on the field. I'd like to
They
thank.
rule it offsides. I don't know about that call by the refs there.
Speaking of confrontation, you know,
First down.
one thing that always, you know, makes people less confrontational is food. And we want to shout out Cafe 66 for being a Hall of Fame sponsor. You know, they love to support the children. They
O'Brien.
love the league.
That's down.
There's Austin
Wide open.
O'Brien.
Jumper.
Looks like a deadly
Goes to the
duo
corner.
right there.
Tackled
Coach
around the
Cup
5-yard
and
line.
Trevor O'Brien
First
with
down,
a hard
Pioneers.
tackle at the end.
That looked past the line of scrimmage. Is that correct? Is that past the line of scrimmage? He looked like, was he past the line of scrimmage on that throw?
It's not my job.
Hey, the refs are in week 1
It was-
formers. Well, I think the refs have already.
It looked,
job, Liam.
it looks close. I'm not gonna lie.
But
That's
the refs,
something
hey,
we
they're
definitely
still
gotta-
working out the kinks. It's week 1 for all of us.
Yeah.
So,
That's so true.
but you know, who it's not week 1 for. It's Village Beach Market, because they have been
O'Brien
here
rolls
in
out.
Vero Beach for quite a while.
Around
One of the
Perry.
best places to get your food.
Oh,
If you're at
I-
Village Beach Market.
I love Village Beach Market. In fact, I went in there the other day.
Second
Very
down,
helpful
Pioneers.
staff. Very great people. You know.
Wonderful people, always looking to help you out.
Yep.
We got to thank them for helping us out, getting this to become a reality.
Yep.
So.
They turned our dreams into reality, and as Taylor Swift once said, "Thank you."
That's inspirational, Jackson.
You know,
As we have a second down in around 10 for the Pioneers, looking to even up the score 6-6. Second and goal. First and goal. I thought it was second down. They just didn't play it. Right?
no, they got they converted on that first down.
All right.
I think it is second.
I'm pretty sure it's second with the young man.
Steps back.
He's
Back
by
to the
Joe
backfield.
Taylor.
Jonas Taylor.
Joe Taylor, number 3, a real good player there. He's my neighbor.
For a loss
Is
of
he?
7.
Yes,
He
he
sounds
is.
like a good guy.
Third down,
But
Pioneers.
a really good guy. His brother's actually here supporting just right over there.
Oh,
That's Harry. But Joe's the more athletic one playing in the VXFL.
I've got to
Right.
work out a couple kinks real quick with the team because, man, people don't realize coaching is very hard behind the
It's a
scenes.
stressful job.
It is not.
You know, I only get around 9 to 10 hours of sleep a night. It's really something that throws off my sleep schedule.
I was working. I'm not going to name the place because they don't sponsor us. But I was working last night, and I got off at around 12:30. It was
Really?
a long night, and to be here at 6:30 a.m., you know, it's really going to affect my play.
O'Brien out wide with Fahey at quarterback.
Kyle just throwing a ball up
B is
there.
going to be a jump
Oh,
ball.
I
Looks like
saw-
a push-off. But what
I saw-
a defensive play by Cameron Burns. Even through the push-off, it looked like.
Yeah,
Fourth
you can
and
throw
goal
that
for the
flag.
Pioneers.
Great defense play by number 13,
I
Cameron
saw,
Burns.
I saw an extreme push-off.
I saw a push by
uncalled.
Trevor O'Brien. Maybe he should stay at the quarterback position. But
Interesting move by Austin. Didn't play out.
yeah, that was one of those wrinkles that talking about in practice. Is at the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score is
And
6-0.
And however,
Hunters.
it's the first quarter of us. It seems like Tropical Property Management has played the full game because they have been just such a great sponsor for us. They help us out a lot.
They've really been an important key in making this come true.
Yep.
You're making this happen. All these speakers, all these players out here just trying to have fun.
If it wasn't for them, we couldn't have even got this first quarter done because who knows what the league would have been without their help.
Tropical Property Management. So, but as we wrap up that first quarter, it's still 6-0 Hunters. But the Pioneers.
Hey guys,
are
don't forget we have
driving, looking
concessions
to
and
tie up
raffle
the
tickets
score.
over by the press box. So make your way over there.
So,
If anyone is thirsty, hungry,
press box over there.
any of that stuff,
Hey, how long is it break?
I
I believe it's like 10.
Yeah, I'm trying.
They said a
And then
minute.
10 minute halftime.
1 minute.
Well, we'll be back on the field shortly to see if the Pioneers can tie up the score versus the
Okay.
Hunters here. And 4th and goal situation. What's up, Jackson?
we're in big trouble
If they're
with the team in general.
dimes.
The Dimes could be going down.
Are you looking to have 7 guys there too?
Yeah.
Will you?
But that is the question everyone wants to know.
Because my pick of Hustlers by 20
Could pan out.
is looking good. Okay. So
I might have to work out some trades here. Who was your
Yeah.
with a juggling circus, an elephant, and a giraffe. So be there.
I am a
Be
fan
there.
of giraffes, so that
Um,
part may be true.
and next week, Will be juggling.
All of my girlfriends.
Because so he can't juggle because there are 0 of them. Because it will be tough.
But getting back to the game.
Getting back
What
to
did
the
you see from number 1 overall
Well-
pick, Trevor O'Brien?
Trevor O'Brien looked composed. He was rolling out a lot more than I would like if I was his coach.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you gotta take your time. You gotta let your throws develop. He is a varsity level QB, and he could have played some varsity snaps this year. He did, in fact, actually play a couple varsity snaps, if I'm not mistaken. So he has the skill. He has the poise. He just gotta develop, and he's gotta make those throws.
And I think Coach Kupfer is building, it looks like, an offense around his talents. He had 3 guys on the line at one play. Like I said, I've never seen that in a 7v7 game. VXFL. 3 people on the line, and he still got sacked.
One thing you can never game plan for is the energy, and Omar is bringing energy today. He is just absolutely throwing guys
That
out
is
left
true.
and right.
Peter DeLuke is bringing energy at safety.
Peter DeLuke.
He is
Who
bringing-
else? Who else did
Joe
I see?
Taylor around the edge.
Joe Taylor.
Bringing
That's
a
what
lot
it
of
was.
pressure
Joe Taylor.
every play, it seems like.
Was showing up and showing out.
He really made a lot of plays. Even if the stat sheet might not, there's a lot of plays, effort plays that won't be in the box score.
And another
But-
thing that is effortless is driving a Chevrolet. So if you ever need a car, go to Dyer Chevrolet.
That is
I'm telling you
true.
right now, I have purchased vehicles from them.
No
My
one talked
father
about
has
Dyer?
purchased vehicles from them, and we have no complaints. Great people, love the vehicles. Go to Dyer.
That is true. Arguably, the best car dealership on the Treasure Coast. We're the best football league. They're the best car dealership.
It's just hand in hand.
It's
and,
just-
and one thing
so-
I'd like to also shout out is just the volunteers. And the VXFL
SCA.
is offering volunteer hours for anyone who needs them. We are accommodating the schedule, and we are very generous, so we would love to give you guys volunteer hours, as many as you want, for
If you
working
can only
with
make
us.
it out for 1 game, 1 week, that's fine.
That is,
You'll still get your hours in.
you can still get
Still?
hours. It'll still work out.
Just text the Instagram, text us individually if you're interested. So, but we talked about the hunters for the Pioneers. 2 guys, like I mentioned, but I think we're really hyped up. Ben Fadiomi and Dylan Goldfarb haven't made as big of an impact. So,
11:30 to pick up Jane and come back. It'll be Feast versus 10 minutes from here.
Well, just leave right after our game.
Okay.
I think we should be done.
I'm gonna just leave this under here.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna tape the number on. Yeah.
So-
Just tape the number on. Like do a 2 or.
really interesting first half. Defensive first half. Looks like at first there's going to be a lot of offense as we see the Hammers warming up behind us. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fellas here ready to play. Missing 1, but that'll be all right. So we talked about the Hunters, Pioneers, Dylan Goldfarb, Ben Fadiom looking to make a bigger impact the second half to really put them over the edge. So, but Coach Kupfer has really made an impact. Like I said, Coach Kupfer is arguably the most unathletic person on the field today, but he used his effort and his heart, to make plays.
A lot of people don't realize this. Do you know the most important muscle in your body?
Your heart.
No, your brain.
Really?
And he used it today.
He did use his brain. Those little drop downs at center.
He knew what he was doing. He came in here with a game plan. But one thing that we underestimated is Omar just coming out here like
Skill.
a bat out of nowhere. Just flying
Out of
with
nowhere.
energy, with chaos, just getting up in your face. And he is making one of the best QBs in Vero, Jamie O'Brien.
Jamie O'Brien.
I'm just messing with him. I love the kid. He is making one of the best QBs in Vero very flustered.
I must be honest, Trevor, first overall pick, not playing bad, but he does not look like a first overall
We
pick. out
should,
here
we
today.
should joke around with him, and every time we call his name, we should give him a different name.
Like Anthony,
Just-
his middle name.
Just
Call him Anthony.
yeah, I'd love to call him Anthony because
his middle
he
name
looks like an Anthony. I don't know, but hey, that's Anthony from now on. For you those watching at home, Anthony O'Brien, number 18.
First overall pick.
Trevor was taken, so we had to change his name to Anthony.
But we're going to get the second half kicked off here.
And if
Cameron
insurance is
Burns
watching,
kicking off.
we are not doing anything shady. That is actually Trevor O'Brien. So, the
Well,
pits
they're
are
doing a
down.
little bit of shady stuff.
The pits are down. We have a flag on the play. Man, somebody get the ref.
But
Oh, and the pits are now on.
we get the second half kicked off here in the booth. Cameron Burns kicking off And we're off in the second half.
Cameron Burns
Onside
with the
kick.
onside kick.
Recovered by Owen TikTok Casey.
Tackle
does
made by
step up.
Peter DeLuke
Quick dancing hands by
First
number
down,
69,
Hunters.
Owen Casey.
at
To
the
recover that
33.
onside kick.
You know, it's interesting because you see a lot of guys take these lower numbers, your 1s, your 2s, your 10s, your 11s, your
Pioneers, not
12s.
Hunters.
So a number that's almost 70 is very interesting
Yeah,
to see.
6
how
and why? I'd like to ask him why 69. I'd love to hear that reasoning. But
we're not going to get into that. We're a family-friendly league. Back to you.
but
Back to